Hey, guess who? Grandmaster Keith Hafner here. If you are a parent, you understand that there are times when you need to modify your children's behavior through consequences. A long time ago, they used to call this punishment, but let's just say that your kids are doing some things that they ought not be doing, and you need to construct some circumstances that will modify their behavior. One of the things that your kids misunderstand is that they've got things that they think of as rights that are really privileges. Hanging out with their friends, going places, borrowing the car, taking a trip, talking on the phone, buying clothes they like, all kinds of things that are sort of above and beyond what the basics of what parents are obligated to provide for their kids. And they come to think of those things as rights. And so when your kids are getting in trouble, mouthing off, not paying attention to their schoolwork, and you need to modify what they're doing, you need to influence what they're doing, withholding those privileges is a great way to do it. And I want to give you just a couple tips when it comes to that kind of modification. I think the first thing you want to understand is that when I was a kid, we called it being grounded. And so you were grounded, that means you had to stay home and all your privileges were withheld. My friends used to get grounded for a week. My dad had a smarter idea. I didn't like it at the time, but it was smarter. You were just grounded. How long were you grounded? He would never say, but as I got older, I understood that I was grounded until trust was restored. I was grounded until I had extracted the lessons from whatever it was that I was doing that I shouldn't have been doing. And so when you withhold privileges, I think when your kids say, okay, how long? You say, until behavior improves, until trust is reestablished. How long will that be? I don't know, son or daughter, that's up to you. You kind of set the schedule with this. So number one is that don't ground for a day or a week. Ground until the thing that you're trying to move them toward has taken root and started to manifest. The other thing is to pay attention to how your kids accept responsibility for what they've done. And here's what will happen. You will ground your son or daughter, and they will begin that grounding ship by sulking and through facial expression, through words, through being sullen. They will let you know that they do not like this and do not approve. And I think it's important that you start counting their rehabilitation only when they cheerfully accept responsibility for what they've done. So you might say, all right, daughter, you're grounded, you know it, I know it, but I want you to know that today you were such a grumpus at breakfast and you kind of stomped your feet around and wouldn't really talk to anybody, that today doesn't really count toward your rehabilitation. So tomorrow, sis, let's plan to be cheerful, and we'll be in the beginning stages of working our way out of this. Be smart, and it'll work.